Yes, lad. Bang. This is the Flexed Podcast with Mikey and VJ. Oh my God. No holding back ting.
Yes, kids. It's the Flexed Odyssey with me at V. And you're probably thinking, what's going on?
We've been on a roll, haven't we, bro? We've done more episodes in this last month than we've done for probably the last 5 years.
We have. And we started in 2019. And now we're back in the studio to do another one. It's like, well, who have you got on? It's like, well, we've been thinking, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's like, we're spending all this time looking for guests and getting knocked back or whatever.
Yeah, and it became hard work because obviously when people are watching the podcast, we don't want to get any old guest on. We want them to be like relatable. We want it to be like a good podcast, and sort of banged our heads together a little bit, didn't we? And wasted a lot of time trying to sort stuff out.
So we thought, okay, let's do a monthly podcast where it's just us, chatting, the general stuff, then get a guest in every now and then. But then we thought, just us two.
Are people going to want to watch us waffling breeze for an hour? You know what I mean?
So we're wondering, will people watch three of us, waffle breeze for an hour? So we thought, okay, we need to get someone else in.
So what we did, we were sat in office, weren't we? Thinking, couldn't decide who to get, looked up at the clock and it said 6:10 and then ping, light bulb moment, weren't it, Mike?
We thought, right, let's get Rate My Takeaway in for the third host.
Exactly, but he's got too many subscribers, he's too big in the game, so he didn't want to come down messing with us. So instead, who did we have to get, Mike?
We got your cousin, lad.
My cousin.
Introduce him.
Big shout to our newest host of the Flex Podcast, Miller!
You fucking introduced me like I was something special then, and then till the end brought me down and put me under Rate My Takeaway, lad.
How are you, lad?
I'm good, bro, I'm good. It's just a bit mad, this, innit?
Yeah.
Different, isn't it?
With the mic, have it pointing at you. Not.
Instead of up.
Yeah,
like that.
I'm going to see a lot of this. Let me get used to it.
Okay.
Yeah?
Bend it down.
Bang.
And sort of lips it a little bit like that.
You know what I mean?
Right on it, lad.
There
Yeah, my
go.
beard just rubbing by it.
What beard?
What?
The goat. The greatest of all time.
Little Virgil.
But yeah, I'm good. I'm ready for this. Be a laugh, won't it?
Yeah, man. On a monthly thing where we're just coming in the studio because we're here all the time, aren't we? When we do Scran Time, we do like 3 a month and 3 shoots a month. But within each shoot, it's 4 takeaways.
Yeah, they usually take an hour, but if Will's here, it might take 3 days.
Correct.
Big up, Will.
So yeah. So Mill, this is, obviously we've been working together for 2 years almost, and now into another project with us. And yeah, are you buzzing or what?
It's class working for you, isn't it? Because we're just like, you know what I mean? We're just boys at the end of the day, and we just like to fuck about, do funny shit. It's an energy thing.
Yeah, like you were saying before, it's all about good energy, good vibes. It's not like working, is it?
That's
like
it.
even like this, we're just sat here chilling, having a little chinwag. You know what I mean? People are going to find it interesting because if we've got energy on here, then that's going to relay through the cameras.
Big energies.
And then get them slapping the beds about on the front room.
Oh, speaking of what is...
Oh, yeah. So, for any of our oldest podcast fans, if you remember back to maybe episode 1 or 2, we did bring a tradition in because I like to spit bars all the time and we didn't want it leaking into the podcast. So, we had a thing called Spit a Bar for a Pound Jar, which we're going to be bringing back for the new series. So, if anybody spits a bar on this podcast, you've got to get a pound out, put it in a jar, which we've yet to get. And at the end, that's Miller's that he's just put in for now. So we're £1 in.
Oh, you giving him a quid?
When it gets to December, we'll donate it all to a charity of somebody's choice, a viewer's choice.
Yeah, man. Speaking of charity, you know what I've been thinking of doing for a while? Because we do get a lot of whingers talking about the food goes to waste. Now, I'll say 90% of the food does not go to waste. People behind cam, such as myself, VJ, or Will, we take the stuff that doesn't get punched or spat on. So,
or hit with a chair.
Well, you can see when you come in, yoink.
Yeah. But then I'm thinking, do we look into starting a charity where, we're feeding,
I think there's a thing, bro. Someone was telling me, Greg's are on it and a few other places are on it. It's an app. Too Good to Go or something. It's called Too Good to Waste, and whoever a shop like Greg's, whatever passes they've got left at 4 o'clock, they put it on the app. So if we could look into that and say it gets to like 7:30, we could say, right, this is what food we've got. You can come and collect it before it goes in bin.
Yeah, but can you do that though? It's like already been touched, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like fucking health and safety and all that kind of stuff.
That's what I mean.
Food
Germs off your body mill.
And especially that, because we're a business, then if someone gets some food off us and it's got some fucking goatee chin hair on it, I'm choked to death off of it.
There's some skin off my knuckle.
A knuckle, knuckle print and half a roll of tissue in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we need to think of a way of like, because obviously it's entertainment what we do, but we need to like do something like that to sort of. Because a lot of viewers do get upset with the punching.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, mate, we pay for it.
Exactly.
We eat it.
Yeah,
There's only a little bit that goes to waste, if anything.
I said 90% of the food
You know what I mean?
goes to finger.
They can say what they want to say.
To quote Miller in a previous Scran Time episode, listen, if I've paid for it and I want to smack it, him will.
It's right though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or what with the other one when I was like, go and feed them then.
Oh yeah, that went off as well. A lot of people agreed, because obviously if you're going to talk wet about saying you're wasting food, there's people dying out there, well, do something about
it then, instead of chatting breeze on a post.
I know. More people do it anyway at home. They cook big meals and they waste loads. You know what I mean? It's one of them. It happens.
When it comes to Chinese food as well, and Indian, I always order too much, and I'm looking at it thinking, I'm wounded now. So half of that's going to the bin because you just get too stuffed, especially Indian.
Yeah,
so,
they do big portions though, Chinese and Indian, don't they?
Yeah,
and you're always starving or rough when you're getting a big takeaway. You think, I want everything, waiting for it to open at 5, and then when it comes, you have a few mouthfuls of everything, and then that's it. And then it stinks, so you have to get it out gaff quick time, so you don't wake up to the smell of Chinese in morning, innit?
I've done that plenty of times. Kitchen's just whiffing.
Have any of you seen Sidemen on Netflix?
I watched it.
I haven't
last
seen
week.
it. I know you mentioned it, but I haven't watched it yet. But obviously, you two can fill me in if you've seen it. Like, what's it about, and is it worth watching, sort of thing?
It's probably the best social media, type of like
biopic type thing.
Yeah,
Innit?
it's well put together.
Yeah,
and it's an amazing insight to all the lads. I can't say I've watched them since the early days. They weren't. I don't know. I felt like they weren't my type, but as time's gone by, I just watch them all now.
Maybe I do need to watch it, because me with the Sidemen, obviously I respect what they do and stuff, but my big problem, not a problem, but they're not relatable to me. If anything, they're
it's more childlike.
Yeah, and they're representing England as the best YouTuber. So when Americans or other countries look and they think, wow, that's what British people are like, you know, a bit geeky. And it's like, come up north, it's totally different to what they're like. So maybe I've been a bit like that, but obviously they're all smashing it.
I've never watched them, no. Like, I've never been like tuned in or out.
On the Sidemen Sundays
just
and
clips that I see. No,
okay.
Yeah.
See, ever since, I think, you know what got me into Sidemen the most? The beef between KSI and Logan, because I used to watch Logan before he did the Forest thing. And obviously it was mental back then, but he was used to upload daily vlogs every single day.
Oh, Logan,
like a new video every day without fail for I think it was over a year. I think in Casey Neistat. But yeah, so Logan was doing that every day. And when the beef happened after the Forest, I started liking KSI just because the way he was. He's just, he got relatable and just. Me missus used to say, he does me head in him. And why are you watching him? I said, nah, he's funny. Yeah. No, his laugh does me head in, but I love his laugh.
His laugh's nuts.
It is.
You've got a weird laugh though, like a catchy laugh as well.
You know what? I don't laugh like that a lot. I think it's the Scran Time. I think it comes out a lot more for Scran Time.
I'll just be on a job editing, and then I'll just hear him laugh. I'll turn around and he's editing a Scran Time. And it might not even in a bad way, but it might not even be something that funny, but it's just something that you do that we think, and it cracks us up, doesn't it? The littlest thing.
Yeah. But back to the Sidemen. Like it's got in the show, it's got like emotional bits from what the fuck is that? That's a wasp.
Where, lad?
There.
Oh, it's right, bro.
Is it? Fuck. Where's that? How's it got in here?
It's in fucking woodwork. Leave it to it.
No, it could be a nest up there.
Let it be, man. If we get stung on cam, then even better.
No, but I agree, though. It is one of the best, like, content creator documentary sort of things that have ever been done. Like, it's just good because they look into each and every person deeply, from childhood all the way up to, like, before the Sidemen, then into Sidemen. Anything that they've been going through in their lives and that.
If that's the case, if I'll ask you two, who's your favourite? I've been seeing all the stories, like who's got the best story? Who would you say?
I like Harry, I just think he's absolutely off his head.
Have you ever met Ricey, our mate?
Couple times.
Yeah.
Harry's the Ricey of our group.
Yeah.
Like, they're very similar. Like, I'm not saying...
Just come out with dumb shit all the time.
Not somebody dumb and like clever, but it sounds stupid.
Yeah.
Clever, but it sounds stupid type of stuff like Harry does. And Ricey says some naughty things you couldn't put on camera, and 100% I know Harry has, because a lot of stuff has made it on video. Yeah. But Harry is funny, man. He's class. But Toby, after watching that show, I was like, okay, I'm liking Toby a lot now. Even though I liked them, but I like them all. There's no one I dislike within the group, but Toby, I thought, right, okay, I'll keep up with Toby now. Obviously, KSI is my favourite, just because of the whole story with the Logan and all that. And
the Ethan one was a bit mad as well, like, because he's had it rough, him, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Getting terrorised and fucking all that shit for being fat or whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
And he still gets it now, doesn't he? Some people I see bits of him getting called out and stuff.
I think he takes it, and he can take it now, but I think with the weight, he couldn't take it. But when him losing the weight was the best thing for him. So I don't like bullying, but sometimes it
pushes you to the right thing, doesn't it?
It does make you stronger, but some people can't handle the bullying, so I wouldn't say it's something.
But then when you put yourself in the public eye, you know, you've got to be
ready for that.
Yeah, ready for everything that comes with it. Definitely. You know, it's people think, well, why's the haters? But you're putting yourself out there, and everybody's allowed an opinion. I know freedom of speech ain't a thing anymore, because you're not allowed to say what you want. But when you're behind a keyboard, it's easy to just like write and hide. And you know, I was watching a podcast back of ours the other day, and it's like Sean Jackson said, you don't see trolls in the street, so you never see it out and about. It's only the hate online. So if you can deal with that, you sound.
That is just reminding me. So I've not told you this. I don't think I told you, V. So we got a comment on the Scran Time, and he's just like calling you out, like he's just gone absolute ham on you. It's nothing clever. He's just gone ham, and I'm looking, thinking, lad, your username makes no sense. And I went to his YouTube, account.
Yeah.
It was made the day he made that comment. Wow. So that guy has seen that, made an account just to comment some shit.
That's what I mean. He's probably got another account that's got his name on it, but he don't want to like us to see his name. Just a shit house.
Shitbags. And
wet asses.
we get a lot of shitbag comments, and I'm always checking them out and thinking, listen, I'm not going to that because you're not showing your name or not, so you're not getting that attention.
But then just don't watch it, bro. If you don't like it, don't watch it.
I can't see myself watching someone's video and then commenting shit on the video if I don't like it. If I don't like it, I'm off. I won't watch it again.
Or you'd say like you see your bird or whatever, bloody hell, look at this guy, he's a goon, or he annoys me. I won't comment on it going, oh my God, what you doing and all that.
Because I think these youngsters who speak like that online will have a massive wake-up call when they're older, because they're going to use that same energy in real life and probably get slapped up. And it's the same with go on.
It's like people, like you were just saying then, a lot of people come from groups of friends or areas where they think, I'm the top dog in this little area, but they're probably from a little small place that's, because they're the coolest out of all their mates. When they step into the big bad world, like you said, they get a big wake-up call, because, it's dangerous out there, isn't it?
Yeah. It reminds me of, do you watch Neon? Have you seen clips of Neon?
I do.
That Indian
Him
lad.
and Maudine.
I can't stand Maudine. I don't even want to.
I don't mind Maudine.
Do you not? Lad, do you watch him do you see that clip of him in the Island Boys? He sat there with his white
he bitched
balaclava.
Out in that
oh my God, that was embarrassing, man.
It was.
Especially when you got Jack Doherty.
Oh, they're all fannies, man. They do me head in.
I just want to go to California just to chill for an hour, just be nice of them. The Nuggets, man, I can't stand them.
They're all freaks, lad.
And with Neon, VJ reminded me there, like with Neon, if you see him when he goes live, he's just on his phone. Like people on the chat watch him on his video, and he's just, and the stuff that comes out of his mouth, it's like, lad, you should just be in your little bedroom on your computer, not being
just playing games. You shouldn't be getting out of the house.
No, basically, because it's just too awkward, man. But I can't watch it.
It's been proven though with some of the TikTokers like who beef with each other, and there's been videos when they see each other in the streets. Like who's that guy? HS. He's seen someone he had beef with. They ended up fighting. So like you can say all of this stuff, but then obviously when you see someone, you've got to be able to back it up.
Well,
I just think that like the influencer like streaming world is just, they're full of idiots, man.
Yeah.
Bad
the IRL stuff, 100%. Gaming, there's a lot of gaming dons on there, but the IRL stuff is a bit out of hand at the minute.
But it's because it's people who would never ever have a platform, and now they can.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be out there in the world. Like you just said, they'd be in the bedrooms.
Yeah.
But now they've got this platform and this camera on them. They are out there and they can bloody...
And they've got fucking 6'9" big security guards with them, so they run around giving it the big one, don't they?
Probably on like $2,000 a day.
Yeah.
Or something a bit more. I don't know, it's California, innit? Might be a lot more money. But yeah, the IRL streamers, man, it's gonna get bad. Especially like Jack Doherty. Have you seen the stuff he does?
I cannot watch that kid.
I can't wait for someone to snap his
Tell me, what does he do? I've not seen him.
Okay,
or he's just a little boy. You know what I mean?
He's like the Jake. What's Logan's Jake Paul on steroids, but he's not on steroids. He's just
the
like
Jake Paul of years ago.
but he's like 10 times worse. He's too cocky. He's like There's one video that went viral where he walked down the street with his arms out, bumped into a randomer. And then the randomer was like, what are you doing? And he's like, what?
Oh my God.
Then the guy started coming over towards Jack. And then his bouncer just got in front of him. He was like, what? Move on.
Because you've got big security.
I'll show you the clip later, but I'll roll it on this video just to get some light on it. But yeah.
But why do people want to be like that though? Do you know what I mean?
This is what I mean though. Like these people though are influencing the world massively.
Youngsters when they're the most impressionable.
It's madness because all these kids they're going to start moving like this Jack Doherty does or whatever he's called, and it's not going to be good. No. Do you know what I mean?
Not at all.
Because they ain't got big security.
It's not looking good for the next generation, is it? In terms of everything, really.
I'm just glad that England's a bit different to over there, but you do get a lot of people that are heavily influenced by America and start bringing stuff over there. Which, you know what does my head in? Fucking ick and cap, like it's not English, it's not British, but people will say I'm capping and you are me up every now and then.
Not capping, you're capping, bro, you're capping.
And like people do making videos in England saying what gives you the biggest ick, like ick.
Yeah, it's
what
mad.
the fuck?
No, but
just say what does me head in. That's not. It's an American thing.
It's only been about for about 2 years.
Lots of things come on like that, like banter. No one used to say banter back in there. Obviously, it's a well-known thing. I can't think of stuff on my head. There's a few I always say to my bed, like, where's this word come from that everybody uses now?
It's English though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, like the words that are popular, everybody says all the time. You know what I mean?
It just comes from one person saying it, and then
online,
it's a chain, innit? Everyone starts saying it.
But the ick thing, I'm like, someone ever asks me what gives you the ick.
Hey, what's your name?
The word ick.
Yeah.
But yeah, like to keep it northern me off the time. But yeah,
just keep it as you know. Know what I mean? Stop saying cheesy stuff.
While we're on the subject of obviously influencers and stuff and like beef, it is good that now we've got all this TikTok, YouTube, boxing, you know, so if they do have beef and stuff, at least they can go and sort it out.
I think it's comedy, me.
The YouTube boxing?
Yeah.
Which one? We're talking the Misfits stuff or the HS TikTok?
The HS one, I absolutely buzz off it. It's just nuts, innit? They're all clowns, aren't they?
Did you see fucking UK TikTok? UK, what's his name?
Mr. UK.
What, did he go on it?
Yeah. Oh, lad, he was fighting one of his old mates, man, and he
collapsed, fake that he collapsed. Lay on the floor for about 15 minutes and then jumped up and started going, "You don't know." The guy's a freak.
Mad, I've not seen that
then
one.
HS was saying something about that he's not paying him or something, weren't he, because of that. I think it's funny though, all that.
Yeah,
The Modine and General G one.
I'm gutted General G didn't win that.
I was, to be fair.
wanted
It was a
Modine.
bit tight on him, weren't it?
But
They
they
shouldn't have done it, but...
They were both as bad as each other, to be fair.
Yeah.
But doesn't General G have autism?
I think Modine does as well. I think they both do.
Yeah. So it was a fair fight then, wasn't
Yeah.
it? But windmilling by that Modine and that, did you see? That's like he was
Funny,
swimming, man.
It's comedy.
It was class, man. But besides all that, I like the way it's going with the Misfits and stuff.
Yeah, because that's like a proper platform.
They're doing it right, aren't they?
Yeah.
And like you said, it's not just people going in windmilling. Some of the fights are a bit questionable, but if they're giving up the time of day to learn the craft and train, make weight and all that, you know, and being proper about it. And you can tell the people who don't do that and just turn up get found out.
Come for a scrap.
Yeah, they get found out.
Boxed, yeah.
Definitely.
Gassing out after like one round and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it is good though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all good.
Did you see that the Pro P and that other guy, you know who the Pro P is?
That big Wacko Jacko or something like that. Pro PT and Wacko Jacko.
Might
And he
have been,
knocked him out.
Yeah, wounded.
Yeah.
That Pro T's a nugget, man.
Yeah,
Don't
he's
care.
clowning it.
He's too much for me.
They're all clowns,
You've seen
man.
him.
But it only takes one punch, doesn't it? You know what I mean? In anything.
Yeah, but there was
He
something
looked pro.
about...
He looked pro though. To be fair, he was just letting him. He was just taking the digs and that.
Yeah.
And I thought, Buzzy's going to get banged in a minute, but then he let the other guy gas out and took his chin off and made him look like a fool.
But it's like you always said, man, if you're boring, nobody's gonna want to watch. It's like who did you tell me about when I used to say I don't know if it were Mill or Mike, and I was saying I don't like Colby, man. He does my head in, like the way he is. And one of you had watched a documentary, said he's not like that in real life.
Yeah,
a fan had asked him like, "You're so humble. Why are you like that?" And he was like, "Well, me being like this doesn't sell fights. You don't want to watch me. You want to see me get beat up, or because I've got this character."
Yeah.
So
it was a young lad, wasn't he? He said, I think I seen the video and showed it you. He asked for a photo and he was being really nice to this young lad, and then he's like, "Why don't you be like this all the time?" He's like, "You don't sell fights."
yeah. It's like Jake Paul, you know, he's not bothered. People will pay to watch him get banged, but he's not bothered because he's still making the money and he's winning. So he creates this character that everybody dislikes.
That's it. A lot of people are characters, aren't they? But
do you think, the both of you think that Jake Paul's rigging these fights? I don't.
I don't know, man. Boxing's a sketchy world, isn't it?
Yeah, but it comes with big fines when you want to, you know, and it's a bad thing if you want to start I think paying people off. And
it's easier to rig a fight if it goes to the scorecards. It's harder to rig a fight to knock someone.
Knockout,
do you know what I mean? It's like
they've all felt like a sack of spuds. Obviously, besides Tommy and I forgot who else it was, Nate. But they've all the last fight was really good. Did you watch the last fight? It wasn't very promoted very well.
Yeah.
But it was in the first round. I think it happened like a month ago.
Uppercut, weren't it?
Uppercut, lad. He's gone.
Who?
This guy, I don't know his name, but he's got the same scorecard near enough as Jake.
Same record.
Yes, sorry, it's not scorecard record.
Yeah, I think I missed that one. I've not seen it at all.
Yeah, because what he's been doing is taking loads of fights on undercards of people he's promoting, because you'll probably want to get to if you think when a boxer comes in, they'll fight 10, 15 people nobody knows and they'll be 15-0 before they fight someone good. So he probably wants to build it up now. So his record looks a bit better, even though he's took one L, 2 L's, I don't know.
I think.
Was it 2?
One to Tommy. And he lost one in amateurs, didn't he? No, he beat KSI, didn't he? Who were it? Dead G he beat.
He beat Dead G.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's only lost to
Tommy.
Just one, just Tommy, yeah. And Tommy beating KSI and Jake, that's mad, that.
Well, they were both shit anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He should have put a fucking stamp on it.
Do you know what does my head in when they talk all in the press conferences and say, I'm going to come out, I'm going to meet you in the middle of the ring and we're going to try and knock each other out.
Yeah.
None of them try knocking each other out. They just try and survive, hold you, few jabs. And then even the last 3 minutes when the bell goes, just do them windmills, do everything you can.
There,
if you get knocked out, people respect you more.
Yeah,
it's like going to watch a footy match and you just both going for a 0-0 draw. Yeah. If you get beat 2-0, but you've tried your best and had 20 chances, then can you respect it, don't you?
Yeah, of course.
See, why isn't there fucking influencer MMA? That would be a lot more entertaining than the boxing, because you get to kick, punch, strangle, all that mad shit.
People will get brutalised, won't they? I
think that'd be real, proper, more entertaining than that. But I bet you, because Dana's the head of the MMA scene, he's just not allowing it.
Yeah.
I just think boxing is I I don't know. It's bigger in it.
Yeah.
There's more money in it, but there's more. I feel like there's more eyes on it than UFC.
And it's like you see with the other ones who aren't very good. Everybody can fight to some extent. You know what I mean? Punching and stuff. But with MMA, you've got to learn so much. You think you're trying to block a punch, that's hard enough. And then someone's booting you and trying to shut you up floor. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah.
There's a lot to think about, innit?
Yeah.
Anyone can put gloves on and have a swing, can't they?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it's the same with like MMA. Like one dig and that's it. Your streak is gone, and you've just been caught off guard for a millisecond. Yeah. And you could be always known to be better than that person you was fighting. Yeah. What's that one dig and you're gone?
Caught, yeah.
That's why they always try and do the smallest little things to get ahead. Whether it's an extra bit of training that they do or a different way they lift weights or strength and conditioning, how they eat different, just to try and get that little percentage of advantage. Definitely. That sounded mad, didn't it?
Got to be one step ahead.
Not giving a quid for that percentage advantage.
Coming straight out the dome.
Yeah, that's it. I'll tell you what is mad though, like changing subjects a little bit, like how AI's evolved recently, man. You know what I mean? Like, obviously you know more about it than me. What do you think?
So when it first came about, I thought this is a bit mad, and I was like, oh, okay, this might mess up our company a little bit.
Yeah, because of the stuff you can do on it.
Yeah, but now we have so many little projects we're using AI on. So we do a lot of artwork where I'm struggling to find the bits that I want, and I just make it on AI in like Mid-Journey, cut it up, put it in the artwork, and it helps out there. And then we do like voiceover stuff.
Don't be leaking all our secrets, bro.
I think it's pretty like common knowledge for people who are creative. Yeah. I think like the
100%, and you can tell, can't you, when you look at some they've used AI there.
Yeah, but what a lot of people can't tell, you know. So an article come out not so long ago about for Facebook and an order for Facebook and Instagram to announce when what is being shared that is AI. Because
like used by AI.
Yeah.
A bit like when you have to put hashtag ad, it'll probably be like hashtag AI.
Because I'm seeing these things on like on Twitter or X now of girls, and then I'm thinking, what the fuck? That's AI. That's not a real person. You can tell by their eyes. Eyes give it away. And then people in the tweeting saying "lovely babe" and all this. I'm thinking, that's an AI woman. So like, I go to the thingy and it's nothing. Go to their account and it's nothing but like just AI images. And everyone's like, DM me and all this. I'm like, what? This is catfishing to its max. And like, they've got loads of followers and that. It's scary in that sense. But when you want to utilize it, it's going to make you a lot of money. So you have to move with the times when the stuff like this comes about in your lifetime. If you think, nah, it's not for me, that it has to be for you, that, especially if you're creative.
And even if it's not for you, you need to research it and learn about it so that you don't get caught on the wrong side of it. Do you know what I mean? If you know about it and what it's capable of, then someone might be trying to do a scam on you and you can be like, that's... Do you know what I mean? 100%. If you've got to be up to date with stuff. But it is scary, and you think like, how far the technology's come now, if we are only just finding out about it, like government and MI5 and stuff, they must be miles ahead with it. You don't reckon?
Oh, yeah, they have to be.
With the stuff they can do.
Especially when OpenAI have just released Sora. Now, Greeny told me, Greeny is my partner within BNCY, a record. I don't know if they said that, but yeah, Greeny's a friend if you don't know who he is.
If you don't know, get to know.
And he goes, have you seen this text to video? I said, oh, yeah. It's a bit shit at the minute, innit? He goes, well, this OpenAI one's different. I'm like, I bet it's not there yet. And he showed it me. I'm like, this is crazy. So basically, this Sora, you type in like 3 men on 2 couches chilling with mics. Now, that will give you a realistic video.
Yeah, and you can't even tell.
Well, you can tell. Someone dissected it, one of these examples. They've not got the hands to a T yet. Like in it,
like the movement of hands.
Yeah, so clapping, they go like this.
Yeah,
a bit like a video game, innit? Do you know when?
But then the hands, when they're relaxed, they go like this, like pressure.
Yeah. So, whoa, was that a quid there?
That wasn't a bar. Wasn't a bar. But yeah, the hands aren't to a T yet, but it will. But I think people who make a living off producing stock footage for websites like Envato and Pond5, I think they're in trouble because I can just do this on Sara, and I can't see Sara being any more than 30 quid a month. And I'll pay 30 quid a month because we make a lot of videos that will probably need that type of stuff.
Yeah.
If Sara takes about friggin' 5 hours to make one video, then I'll probably go back to our stuff.
And this is it. People aren't going to have the equipment powerful enough because your everyday home computer laptops is not going to be able to run the stuff that it needs to run. And it's like you were saying, are we in trouble like to make things easier? There's been stuff like this for ages, like Canva is an easier way of making posters, but you know what I mean? It's nowhere near the level, and then you've still got to be in the knowledge to put it together nicely. So I think, you know, with all this stuff, we still might be all right because
you've just got to use it.
Yeah, well, listen,
you know what I mean?
With this podcast, like I said to you before we started shooting, the last podcast we did, I said to you, guess how long it took me to edit? How long did I say?
10 minutes.
10 minutes, because this AI program called Autopod that is a plugin for Premiere just ran it. And
how long would it take you if you was to do it manual?
Well, I can't.
Well, it takes an hour straight away to do the multicam, so you've got to watch all three angles, pick which one you want as you're watching it through. So that's an hour minimum. Then maybe 20 minutes, 10, 15 minutes to line the audio up before you do that. And then colour grade it. You know what I mean?
Well, Autopod don't colour grade, but it's organised into where to cut in. Because sometimes when you're doing the multicam and Premiere Pro, you might mess up an angle because somebody's talked, you forgot to cut to it quicker. But Autopod does that. So like say if before I start talking, it'll cut to me.
Yeah.
Is it like just from voice?
Yeah. I think it goes off voice,
yeah.
And it like reads it before it starts cutting as well. So it knows I'm coming in, so it's going to cut me. So you talk now.
Yo.
So that's cut to you and it's cut back to me. It might not cut to you perfectly because you just said yo.
Something so quick, yeah.
Now it probably cut to you there and back to me. So that's where it's helped us to, you know, AI's helped us with our workflow. And I think it's going to get a lot easier. And
if you work for Autopod, if you work for Autopod, you owe us some till because we've just sold your product.
We pay 30 quid a month, lad. Give me some picking. Give me 10 quid.
10% off with code Mikey D. Respect.
But I love the way it's going. Probably might jeopardize us a little bit in the future, but like I said, we're going to move with the times. And
you've got to, aren't you?
Yeah.
What about, you mentioned Greeny and Bouncy and that a minute ago. How's that page going? Because I was on it, I come across it on TikTok today and I seen that it's on 35, is it 35k now?
35k on TikTok. We're still struggling to get to 10k on that channel.
Yeah.
And the Instagram's struggling to get to 1k because our clientele are usually like mainly on Facebook anyway. On Facebook we've got like 46,000.
Yeah.
But
and it's niching it to the people who like that style of music. So it's doing quite good.
Obviously it's going to just be bouncy music, innit?
Yeah. So that's what Bouncy is. BNCY is a bounce record label. And for any listeners who don't know what bounce is, it's basically a northern sound.
Donk.
Yeah, a lot of people call it donk, but donk is the actual sound, the bass in it. That's the donk. But John, sorry, bro. Go on.
I know. Sorry for putting it in. I was just going to say, if you don't know what a donk is, Miller's going to do a donk dab now.
Donking again.
Oh. We'll let him off for that one.
That's a bar.
Oh, is that a bar?
Oh no, it's not because it didn't rhyme. Duncan again.
Yeah.
But but yeah, you can to put it. If you heard of Blackout Crew, that's the type of music bounces. And me and Greeny, the partner, have been doing it for almost 2 years. And we're dropping nice videos every now and then.
And like, what's your approach though? Because obviously, when you're coming into a scene that's been established for a long time with already existing record labels, you've got to come to the table with something different. So, what do you think you're offering different than the average, not average Joe, but the other labels out there? Like, what stands out for Bouncy?
Well, that was the main thing when we started. I said, I don't want to step on toes, even though starting a label is still stepping on toes, but I didn't want to be stepping on friends' toes because obviously there's Bounce Heaven and there's BTID, good friends. I don't want to start taking artists or anything like that. So we wanted to put it around MCs and just like hard bouncy tunes. Because obviously a lot of labels mainly go around vocals and a bit cheesy and there's some hard knocking on there. I know I think Acceleration Digital do a lot of hard stuff, and I'm saying with this is bounce, but I didn't want to step on your toes. We said we're not going to start an event because that's stepping on more toes. We'd rather just chill, make content, make music, work with artists, get them paid instead of just doing free videos for events and stuff like that, we want to say, yeah, let's get in the studio, lay some bars down, let's do a video, and then you'll get your royalties and all that stuff. And no artist has to pay for their videos either if it's signed onto the label. We just cover it.
And it makes perfect sense, really, because if you like us and you listen to bounce tunes all the time, why not discover new ones? And then when it's your own label, you're not like limited to what you can put on there. If you like the tune, you can put it out there and you can give spotlight to somebody who might not got it on a different label, like you said, with more vocally tracks and stuff. So
yeah. Well, I definitely like the harder stuff more than not. Greeny doesn't want me to put any friggin'. I like a bit hard bass me, but it's like you're going a bit too far. I'm like, okay, I'll just chill out a little bit. So then I make tunes. I'll make some tunes that starts off bouncy and then it'll end with a bit of a Russian.
That's how we find out if Greeny's listened all the way through, innit? 5 seconds. Yeah, that's how we put it on. And the next thing you know, a big dunk comes in at end.
But Greeny's been non-stop grind. I've asked Greeny to come in on the podcast a couple of times because not only just for bouncy, but he's been within the bounce scene a very long time.
Yeah.
And he's got loads of stories from what's happened back in the day. But he just says, I'm a wet ass and I'm a bit shy. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, once you're in, you're in.
I know that's it, but he's a bit soft.
What we say now when he comments, do we say get Greeny on before he has to come on?
Or how about we leave his Instagram in the description and then you just send poo pictures to him and then get on the pod with a poo pic.
Or just hound his DMs. Get on pod, get on pod.
Yeah,
get on pod.
Just when you're taking a break from Will's, just hound Greenies for a bit.
Oh yeah, tell the viewers what happened about that. He showed us.
What did I say? What did I tell him to do? I said, what was it?
He said, go hound his DMs.
Go and hound Will's DMs and send him pictures of poo and that, weren't it?
Yeah.
And then he came in, we was filming last week. And we asked him and he was like, no, I've not had no.
But
later on, he was like, oh yeah, thinking about it, now you've said it, someone DM'd me over there. So he's pulled his fucking phone out and it was, what was she called? Amy Russell or something, weren't it?
Something like that.
And she DM'd him saying, fuck you, lad. We a full stop.
It makes it better because it's a bird as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why it was so funny.
It's been rinsed off a bird.
But when we asked him, he had no idea what we're on about.
He had no idea. So he must have just thought, why is this fucking random bird messaging me that?
Yeah.
Because he never watched the full episode because you announced that at the end of the video. Yeah. So he's not watched it and his excuse was, I don't watch the comments.
Yeah, because it's everybody giving Will shit in comments. That's probably why you don't watch it.
Yeah.
Do you reckon he hates it or what?
I think he enjoys it. I just think he's like
why me?
Yeah. But it's fun. It's funny, innit?
Yeah.
Because he's like,
bullying's fun.
Even though it's not.
Yeah, we don't condone bullying or discrimination.
Even though he's not there every time, he's like, he's in.
He is there though because
because of all this madness.
And even when he's not been shooting, say if it's been me behind the camera or whatever, people still say, "Oh, Will, why did you bring that?" You know what I mean? So it's like his character's always there, which is good.
I do like Will being the central attention on certain things and getting shit for no reason.
I wonder how it started. How did it start?
I think when he came in and he just brought you shit food, didn't he?
Yeah, because we're one of the first ones and you're like, where the fuck's VJ? Yeah. And then it must have just carried on from there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bless him, he's done that wrong and he's getting hounded with getting told to F off by birds and that, innit?
Because I said, have you got any new followers from it? He's like,
yeah, and we went through his list, didn't he? And he had
a list of
hundreds of them.
Yeah.
Oh, is he on a private thing?
Yeah, he just doesn't accept anyone. I'm like, let people follow you. Like, he goes, that's weird. I'm like, okay, it's a bit weird that you said that, but it's one of them. Each to their own. Got new Invisalign in, so I'm full of friggin' saliva.
Get it down, you lad.
Okay, good to go.
We're going to say some bangers then, but I'm not going to say it.
You got to say it now.
No. It's a bit...
Go on, it's a bit... Flag me off, lad.
It's a bit sussy. No, I'm not saying it.
Sussy.
Obviously, just not going off topic, but mixing it up a little bit. Like, social media, man, I don't get it because Facebook especially, why do people put their whole lives on Facebook, bro? You don't think it's a bit mad? Like, you just sat here now and thinking, I've had the fallout or I've done something and I'm going to go into detail and tell everybody about it. Like, why?
It's embarrassing.
They want to be the one that looks good. They want the world to, like, the people who are on their Facebook to know that they're not in the wrong and they just want to fucking...
Yeah, it's about, like, attention and reassurance. If they put a negative post on, they want people then or to comment on it and, like, with a positive comment and make them feel better about themselves.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I mean?
It's like...
Just bell someone.
Yeah. Exactly. You got a problem, just bell up and just, if you're a lad, bell him up and just sort it out in the street. It's
like the big long ones that get me, not like a couple of lines like fabulous day at the party or whatever, that's fine, but when they're going into big paragraphs about stuff, like who's it, that's what I always say to my bird, like who's it for, like why, you know what I mean? That's why I don't post as much. You know, who's asked?
Yeah.
But then I see it most of the time, it's got 200 likes and stuff, they're just fueling the fire.
Yeah, because they're all the same sort of person. The people that like them posts are the same sort of person, innit?
And like, me and Mike had a chat about this a few days ago. Like, why do birds lie to other birds? So they'll put a pic on.
This is the maddest.
And they won't, not in, like, the herald won't look good or whatever. And they'll, oh, beautiful whole no, slaying or whatever. Like, why did he do that?
Back you bitch.
What's mad is when, like, they'll get lip fillers and they make themselves look like freaking 2 pillows. And then, oh, hun, amazing, where'd you get it done? You also this. I'm like, you look like a dickhead. And use a dickhead for saying she looks nice when she doesn't. Maybe just message her saying, listen, tone it down. But you can't do that because girls are emotional, so it's a bit hard, innit?
But then
the difference with lads and birds, innit? Because like lads, like if you did something to your face and I didn't like it, I'm not going to be like, oh, you look fucking good, mate. I'm going to be like, you look like a bellend.
That's how it's meant to be.
If you turned up here and said, bro, does this jumper look smart for this? I'll be like, no, mate, nah, bro, change it for a different one. Or, that's sweet.
Be real.
But it's like we said.
With Aspen. The Aspen thing. So Aspen is known to, you used to wear granddad clothes all the time. And we used to call them granddad. Said, oh, where's that from?
You shopping
Heart
next.
Foundation. And then it got to a point where he stopped wearing these mad clothes.
Yeah, but you need people like that in your life to tell you when you're going wrong.
But then the thing is with girls, they're a bit different because, like we said, they might want you to look bad so that they look better. Do you know what I mean? It's like, why are you letting your mate go like that so that you can look better? It's bangers, isn't it?
Definitely.
These girls that get compliments when they've got Instagram filters and whatever filters on the face where you can't, they're like 30 odd, you should have wrinkles, but they don't look like, the bold filter on the face app. And it's like, you are not that in real life. No. And people go, oh, beautiful, but what's beautiful? The filter. Because that's not you. And there's some girls in Darwin, I'm not mentioning names, but I'll be showed some pictures, I'm like, is that what she looks like? Because I've not seen her in time. Nothing like that. I'm like, oh my God, well, that's a bit mad, innit? But I guess some people need that.
The thing is, though, like Instagram, I think 99% of Instagram is fake. It's just all fake, innit? It's all luxurious shite.
Well, it's Instagram's like the highlights of your life, innit? No one puts the negatives in. You gotta roll with the positives and the negatives.
I think it goes down to how you set your social pages up and who your followers are. So, like, I know you two don't have Facebook anymore, but I was saying to you the other day, I used to have 1,500 on there, and now I've only got 300. So if I post something like that, it's personal to the people.
You call
who I have on, because I got rid of loads of people, and I were at bank when I did it at a cash point, and someone be like, bloody hell, why did you set me off Facebook? And I'm like, fucking hell, sorry, bro, it's nothing personal, but I don't even speak to you, you know what I mean? I've got pictures of my daughter on there, and
that sounds even worse. Oh, I've got pictures of my daughter on there, so you want to go?
NONCE. But do you know what I mean, though?
It's like, right. It's like a personal profile, if you want all it should be.
Exactly.
Did you say that to him?
No, I didn't. I just said.
I bet he was like, whoa,
I'm not like that.
I just said it's nothing personal, bro. I got
a little girl on there.
I don't really speak to you.
You gotta go.
And you're a goon, so you know what I mean?
Innit? Go away, lad.
And it's like ads, when people add me, if it's just random and I've not spoken to them, even if I know them, I don't accept it. But it's like if I've met someone here at a podcast, we've had a chat or whatever, and then boom, we've got a little connection, so I'll probably speak to you again. But
that's the reason I deleted Facebook, though. From this topic, like people just bitching and moaning and like putting weird stuff on this. Like, I'm just like, I don't want to see that. If I don't see that, it's better for me.
Yeah, exactly.
It's better for everyone.
Do you know what I mean? It is. Because if you see it, you're just in that negative little fucking circle. Do you know what I mean?
More time for me, it's just work stuff, like Scran Time bits and other stuff like that. So,
but like, if you're a man that's in his 30s and has a little personal Facebook account, you're a nerd.
Yeah. Nice one, bro.
No, but
What you on about, bro? I'm 27.
No, like you said, like, business and that, innit, as well.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like, if you're a man that's putting little bitchy statuses and like taking selfies and shit like that,
No,
like,
Oh, you know what makes you more of a nerd? If you've got a joint one with your bird.
yeah.
Does that still go on?
I've not seen
been
one for a while, but
5-6 years, I think.
But
5 years.
you see the odd ones of people who are under fun and they've got to have a joint one, haven't they?
It's
So
weird, like, just come off it.
You just know exactly why they've done that as well, because one can't be trusted.
Yeah.
And let's have a joint one. It sounds, it's stupid.
it's mad, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Facebook's a dark place, lad, and it's full of lizards.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom line.
Yeah, I've still got you as a friend on there. It's some Thai-bird now.
Some Thai-bird hacked my account.
yeah. Whenever I go on memories and it's with him, it's a Thai profile full on reached
Still
out.
got my name though, Chris Miller, but she's put her own profile picture on and that. Started posting weird shit. Some Thai-bird.
And you've still got all your contents on there as well.
Nah, I think it got
still
wiped in it.
Yeah, I don't know, but it
Might
comes
be a
up on
couple of
memories.
statuses and that, but
Because she could easily, like, if of all that content is still on there, she could change it back to your face and start, like, scamming people.
Yeah, it's mad. isn't it?
leave it to it.
Okay, then. Good.
I'm not
mad.
asked. It's funny, innit?
Like, speaking of funny, let me see how well you do on these, Mill. I've been seeing these online.
Oh, they're not little tongue twisters and that, are they, again?
No, I wouldn't put you
You had
through
me
that.
last time with Leroy. Right, what have you got for me then?
Right, so I keep seeing these things and they're funny. You might have seen, you might not have, but let's run through a few.
Right, run it up then.
What's it called, this channel, bro? I keep seeing this as well.
Phantom of the Quiz.
Yeah, the steady. I always have a little watch on these. They're quite good.
All right, so new one then.
All right, Mill, tell me what you think of these
Oh,
again.
you want me to do them?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll see what if you go with what the Phantom goes with.
Right, go on then, lad. Run it up.
Guess the celebrity.
Fucking Mr. Beast.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Fuck off.
Guess the celebrity.
Cardi B.
Dua Lipa.
Your shit.
What?
Guess the celebrity.
Nah, this is bollocks. Will Smith.
Chris Rock. Guess the celebrity.
Fucking H.
Pete Davidson.
Oh my God, lad.
Guess the celebrity.
My Don. Yeah, Donald Trump.
Martha Stewart.
What?
Mad that, innit? Right, go this one. There.
Would you rather, yeah?
Would you rather?
Always stink.
Always
Or
stink.
fart every 30 minutes.
I do that anyway, fart every 30 minutes.
Your dream girl. Or your dream car.
I've got my dream girl, so go with dream car.
Fight your mother. Or boot a meow meow.
Boot a cat again.
Yes, Kurt Zuma.
Go back in time. Or freeze time.
Back in time.
Poop money. Or pee Jack Daniels.
Pee Jack Daniels into Mikey's mouth. Yeah? They're decent, they're funny, aren't they?
Guess the Michael Jordan. Scarlett Johansson. Prada. Your bird. Or
Put the-
your best mate's mum.
What? I don't get it. Pause it.
There, go on.
Your bird. Or your best
That's not
mate's
my
mum.
bird. My best mate's mum.
Chippy tea. Or an Indian.
Oh, Indian. Little food one here now.
Pint of lager. Or a Guinness.
Guinea all day.
Lager all day.
Guinea all day, dog.
Rave. Or a couple at the pub.
A what?
A couple at the pub.
A rave.
A baggy one. Or a heavy one.
A what? Both.
Corner boss man. Or taxi boss
Hard
man.
one.
Corny boss man all day.
All day.
All day. Taxis are
Stone
fucking
Island.
dudes.
Or Nike.
Nike.
Gary. Or
Gary.
Nene.
Who?
Or nay.
Gary. Don't know who they are, me.
You don't know who Gary is from Only Fools and Horses?
Little Gaza.
Gary! So that is a reference to, like, two Class A's. That's what that is. Gary and the nay. I guess I'm the only one that got that one.
Okay, now who runs this page?
Dickhead.
Isn't it?
But yeah, I'm loving these, me.
Yeah, they're good, man. They're fun.
I just want to go back to one of the questions on there that was Stone Island or Nike. Yeah, and I think this all time, because obviously look at how we're all dressed today and we're not getting any younger. Like, what age has it become not acceptable anymore to be bouncing around in like how we wear clothes, like Nikes, TNs and that?
But, what do you transition into?
This is what I mean.
Jeans and a sweater.
Yeah, but, why?
I don't know.
But then can we be like 50-year-old walking around with TNs on and like...
Right?
Well, I can only guess our like grandparents, like the clothes they wear now are very similar to what they was wearing, you know, in the 30s.
Yeah, I don't think they've transitioned into different clothing because they got older. Yeah. Like thinking 40 years from now, Nike and TNs and that might be looked at as an old school like granddad gear. You know what I mean?
Like, I think like Air Force One's like an old school trad. And
so what you're saying is you're pulling up to little girls' levers do with night tracking and TNs on when you're in your 40s, bro.
Nah, I'd have to buy some jeans on.
It's a hard one though, innit?
It is.
Because you don't want to embarrass your kids as well or like anybody you're with.
That's it. But like, I don't, why is it embarrassing? Like, why is it fucking labelled as like chavvy, embarrassing sort of clothing? You know what I mean? They're expensive fucking trainers, lad.
I know.
I think if you rock up in an all black tracking hoodie, then that can be a bit too much. But if it's like grey joggers, the casual trainers, and a nice jacket or whatever, it's...
Me and you sat there in all black and Mikey's got grey on.
Loser.
No, but I do get it, man.
Sometimes, I remember like in the early days that we used to always wear black, as in we wear black for work because in our line of work, we're out and about at clubs, we don't want to be seen because we're filming, so we like to stay in the shadows. That's why we wear black. And because for starting that, I went from being colourful before doing flexed to like always wearing black all the time now.
I only own black clothes.
I just prefer black clothes.
Clean, innit?
Yeah, it's just fresher, innit? Like,
and it hides the bumps.
now and again, grey joggers, white top, this and that, but like more time black.
I nearly got done then.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say the pressure bar.
Insert pressure bar here.
Never hear me go oggy. Turn up to the set with a grey jogging.
Yeah.
But I think going back to that, it just goes with like time and a place. If you're just chilling out and about, you can wear whatever you want. But then like when we go to like functions or anything, we're not turning up dressed like this. So
what's your answer to the question, Stone Island and Nike?
Nike.
I think so. Like Stone Island's, it's a nice brand and that, but I've tried.
What do you wear more of?
Nike.
There you go.
I don't know, man. Stone Island.
I do like Stone Island stuff if I were going out or if I were going to watch Rovers away.
Yeah,
like me and a Stoney,
it's a daily outfit, is it?
Yeah. Plus, it's not cheap either. You can't just like doing mad stuff with like a £500 jacket.
Exactly. You got to live to your means. Like people who go gym with all like mad expensive gear on and that. What's the point, bro? You're going running and getting all sweaty. And like I was saying to Mike, I've got trainers at my house that I don't even wear because I'm scared of getting them smashed
Did you wear them today?
No. Next one I'm going to put some on. But it's like, you're just mad, aren't you?
Unless you're absolutely mega.
Minted.
Like money doesn't even mean a thing to you. Do you know what I mean? And you've got like a guy that goes and gets your gear for you.
And now Cheetah Mill's closed down. There's less Stonies about anyway, isn't there? So
Is it still closed down?
I think so, yeah.
It's mad back in the day. Like if I had a holiday booked, last minute Cheetah Mill run. Shorts, you ready? Because basically you want to just
flip-flops and that. It's handy, innit?
Sunglasses.
Gucci flip-flops, Gucci bag, and then some nice tots.
All cost you 70 quid.
And then once you get home, it's in bin.
Leave it there to like people who work at hotel in it. They're proper buzzing with it. A thing that gets me sometimes, obviously now we're getting older, is beer fear, bro.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? It's like, why does it happen? Because most of the time we haven't done anything bad. But like I was saying to Mikey the other day,
it's good combo.
There's nothing worse than somebody texting you saying, you had a good night last night, didn't you? And you're automatically you're going to panic mode. You're led in bed, your bed's like, you're right, and you're not talking, thinking, what have I done last night?
Yeah.
And one of my worst ones is if I see a video or a Snapchat of myself emceeing somewhere, man. And it's,
but it's funny. I was speaking, mad you asked this because I was speaking about this a couple of days ago. I was like, when I'm rough, I don't necessarily get beer fear, yeah? It's more like I feel disappointed in myself.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I deserve to be punished for sin. I've done a sin.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
You've poisoned
so I'll
your
punish
body.
myself mentally.
Yeah.
Like I've done a bad thing, and then for me, it's a full week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A full week and I'll feel like shit.
Same.
Like I'm a bad person.
Mm-hmm.
And then the
mad,
week
isn't it?
after that, we go again.
See, with me, my beer fear has evolved. Now, about 5 years ago, I think it was, VJ knew, I did this, I was smashed out my head, went into town, and trying to go back to a lad's house with a team and that. Did a lot of stupid stuff that I barely can remember. And I woke up next day with the worst beer fever ever. I basically had Tourette's. I was twitching. I'd like doing things with my eyes.
Yeah, because you're reliving it. That's why you're thinking about it and stuff.
It was like a full day of twitching, cringing, body cringing.
I suppose it like depends on where you go as well night. Do you know what I mean? If you like just with your mates and that, you're having a few drinks. I don't think you're that bad the next day.
Well, that's
people
kind of
who you're comfy with.
That's it. I think I very rarely have beer fever if it's just the close boys.
Beer fever, yeah.
What did I say?
Beer fever.
Is that what we're talking about?
Beer fear.
Beer fear.
What did I say? Beaver fever.
No, but he's trying to save himself a quid because he don't want to rhyme. I know you're again.
Oh, is that you? Yeah.
At me on Instagram.
But
beer fear.
As bad as we feel, like you said, you punish yourself for a week, but then we do it again. Do you know what I mean? And leading on from that, like alcohol, not alcoholism, but how much is alcohol in our country? I was listening to some of it and it's like the marketing that alcohol brands have done to make you associate beer with everything. So someone gets promoted at work, you have a beer. Yeah. Someone's leaving work, you have a beer. Yeah. Someone's born, you have a beer. Someone dies, you have a beer. Everything's associated with going to have a beer.
It's a celebration, isn't it? It's how the British celebrate, and whether you raise a glass for someone who's passed or raise a glass for someone who's achieved something. It's just the way we do things, and a lot of other countries do the exact same. Now, I saw this guy the other day. And I saw another video of another lad saying something similar, basically slagging off people who go to the pub and have drinks and just slating people, saying it don't even taste nice. Yeah, we know it doesn't taste nice, but it's fucking good for us. You know what I mean? A pint after work, an achievement pint is elite. A whiskey, I obviously like my whiskey. I like to have wind down, boom, whiskey, body's released. Don't need it, but it's like having someone give me a pat on the back and say, "You've done well this week, lad. Crack on." You know what I mean?
See, I'd never been like that. Like one to go for a pint after work and that. Like,
you're not working hard enough. I'm sorry.
Correct.
No, I do know what you mean, but it's mad how it's just instilled in us because of our culture. Do you know what I mean? As opposed to like a choice, you more feel like you have to, but you don't have to. But you know what I mean? It's like
it's just part of English.
Like you said, I finished work, I'm going to go and have a beer because that's what everybody does. Yeah. You know, we've got promoted. Let's celebrate with beer. We've done this. Let's celebrate with beer. It's mad, isn't it?
Well, I think boozing, like no one really likes it. I feel like they like the get together at the start, the first couple of pints, but then once you're pissed, you really like being like that.
I do, yeah.
You like being smashed up.
I like being tipsy.
I like the process steaming up until the point where you're like, right, I'm pissed. And then after that, I'm like, just...
I think all of us now have come to that level where it's like, let's go and get a pizza and go home. So we've cracked it. But then I feel bad for people who have a drink so that they can be the person they want to be. But then all the way through the week, they're not that. Yeah, we bump into enough people that they're like, you see them and it's like a different person.
I reckon you're like, when you're smashed, you are not the guy I see Monday to Thursday.
Why? I'm a loose cannon or what?
No, it's not in a bad way.
It brings the best out of
You've got different stages, man.
This is why I go home early now.
I've seen them all. They're all, obviously all stages are funny, but you go in different directions, man. And like you can tell when you're having a good think when you're smashed as well. He goes like this. He goes. And he's like, "What, bro?" I'm like, "Oh, what's going on?" And he zones out. He zones out at work, but like he's obviously thinking of work and stuff, obviously. But,
100%.
But like he doesn't know what to do with himself sometimes. Like because he pre-plans like what's the plan of action that day. And when he's pissed, the actions go out the window, but he's trying to get back into the plan. And if he's too smashed, you can't get through to him.
No, he's one on his own. Then
that's all we all know, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
But you're funny, V, when you're about to smash. Back in the day, especially. So we're talking.
I'm going to get beer fear now.
Just straight into bars for me. So, as soon as he's had a beer, he just becomes an absolute bars man.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we were on my birthday.
Spitting bars with strangers.
I had a top shelf for dinner, and then some guy, he's going to do a rap for me, so I give him a $5, this homeless guy, and he started doing
It's not the whole story. It's not the whole story. I like the story.
So I've been out for my birthday. I went for a meal with my missus who'd surprised me with a little birthday meal, and I never have meals because it means I'm going to have a top shelf, which I've lasted 27 years without having one.
Why is that?
Because he doesn't.
Just a tradition.
Is it?
The top shelfer for meals.
I started a top shelfer probably about, 10 years ago for, I think it was Josh or Aspen's birthday. And ever since then, we make sure everyone puts a couple of quid in a glass.
Yeah.
And I go around the table, go, right, everyone quids in. And some people go crazy, put $5 or $10 in. Then we get all the money in a glass, go to the bar and say, give me as many different shots as you can, all the top ones.
Yeah.
And then pour it into a pint glass and then neck it.
Hence why I've never wanted to do one. So anyway, my missus surprised me with a meal. So I turned up Mikey, Grant, a few others were there. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have a top shelfer straight away. Like, I'm thinking that straight away. We ate our food. The time comes. Smashed it, to be fair, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the vid.
Yeah, smashed it. And I didn't feel that bad, to be honest, until a little bit later. So everybody's gone home. Me and missus are going into town for a bit. Walked past an homeless guy. He says, I'll sing you a song, do you a rap? I said, yeah, no, there's a $5 there, mate. So he does this little rap. All the time he's speaking or spitting, I'm thinking, I can do better than this. And I've just paid him a $5. So anyway, he stops and then I start chirping up, going back to back with him. And then some random drunk guy walks past, starts dancing outside of me while I'm there, spitting bars to like a homeless guy in a bloody doorway.
Yeah,
oh my God. But
it was
it's all fun, innit?
Yeah. And it's okay to let loose, when you want to be, especially your birthday. You get away with anything.
Yeah, of course.
And because your missus was sending me videos
Of me being steaming.
like shouting, because you get this loud, doesn't he, BJ? When he's smashing, it's louder. You can see him you can hear him from a mile away.
Yeah.
So on this video, he's like, rah, rah, rah. This guy's like, he's just like bobbing away, like a bit scared at the same time. Was that me?
No, it was me, sorry.
Oh, that's all good. But yeah, that was a good little night. That surprised the boy in that.
That's what it is, bro. We're good. So let's change the conversation because
Why are you looking at me like that?
He's got some point.
No, you're giving me beef here. Like, just speaking about that, I don't want to talk about it anymore, but I've got another little mad thing, yeah. Why do people nick your bins? Do you know what I mean, bro? So, the other week, went out, recycling bin's gone. I'm like, oh, bloody hell, I've had to walk back in with sliders on. Babe, recycling bin's gone. So we've gone out, little peep over at Gardens, as you do, see if anybody's robbed it. Couldn't see anything. Walk down to the bottom of the alley, there's a bin on its own, number 32. Well, that's the only one left. So we went to number 32. I've jumped over and peeped over and our bin's in his garden. So we've knocked on.
Is this the real door numbers as well?
No,
right.
knocked on and long story short, he didn't answer. We put a note for him and he gave us our bin back. Today, just before this podcast, I've gone to get my bins back in. And in my recycling bin is 3 black bin bags of somebody's general waste.
No.
I'm like, who does that, bro? Like, for me, if I went out, my bin weren't there, I'd have a look around. I wouldn't just take somebody else's. And I wouldn't go out because my bin's full, yeah? And then just dump my shit in somebody else's bin for them to deal with. Like, why did he do that?
It's just weird.
But it happens every day on streets all around the UK, man. Oh, it's winds
I've been
me up.
all right since I've been over there. I've never had that issue, but...
Yeah, it's a nice area.
Terrace house.
Yeah, that's it is. Oh my God.
You're a spit away from Olive Lane. Of course it's going to happen.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Yeah.
But it still don't make it any more acceptable regardless of where you are.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
It's not right, lad.
It's muggy.
Like parking wars and that. If you park outside my house, it's fine. We don't own that spot. But nicking my bin, you're taking piss, bro.
You have to pay for your bins, though, no?
I know, that's it. If your bingo's missing, you've got to buy a new one.
Bingo missing.
Bingo missing.
And then it becomes a chain, then everyone's nicking each other's bins, isn't it? Like, you nick mine, I'm having that one then.
Musical bins, isn't it? Oh, I'm going to start coming to work late on Thursday so I can make sure I get my bin in on time.
You know what you should do? You know what you should do? Because you got an iPhone, get an AirTag in your bin.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And then
track
start
it,
filming it, bro, going round, ding, 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 where the bin police if you got our bin. Yeah, that would make
That's
some
a good idea, though.
Good
Put the
content,
tag on
that.
it, yeah.
That's if you like your street is known for like nicking bins and that. Might as well get your AirTag out, make some content, a 5-part series, TikTok, boom. What's that, half a minute?
Oh, just get someone to hide in the bin, bro, and then when they rob it,
When
they
they
can
grab
jump
it.
out.
Where are you going with that?
Sick.
Right, well, I'll say that's a little hour session there of the Flex podcast. We're just catching up. This is a nice catch-up episode on it.
Yeah, little sit down,
Just
chill one.
settling in.
Bit of waffle.
Getting
That's
our
it.
feet under the table.
That's it.
That's it. Let me get loose. You know what I mean? This is episode 1 for me. Yeah, let me get comfy. My hands are cold and that.
I feel like we just got to start now.
Nah, but it's just, it is just been a chilled one, hasn't it? A bit of chit chat and that.
And I think now we've got Millie, we can start looking. Because obviously we're going to do it every month. And we're going to still look for guests to bring in to sit next to Mill.
Oh, they don't want to sit near me, lad.
Look at them legs as well. They're not going to want to sit there.
Bang straight. Come here, let me have a look at you.
Yeah, and that's it. And obviously to our subscribers and viewers from obviously of past, we're doing it to be more consistent. And we always take your opinions on board. So if there's people you want to see, topics you want us to discuss and stuff, then drop us a message in the comments and stuff and we'll try our best for you. Yeah,
like anyone you want to see sat next to Mill, let us know. Like we just said in the comments, and then we'll reach out, make it happen, and then. But yeah, so we're aiming. What date is it today?
I don't know, but my watch is telling me to stand up.
So I think we're dropping a new podcast the first Sunday of every month.
Yeah.
First Sunday of every month. We film it on the last Sunday of every month, or no,
the last Sunday of every month.
Well, it comes out the last Sunday every month. Sorry, yeah, and that's the goal. Hopefully, we stick to it. We've been consistent with Scran Time. I'm sure we can be consistent with this.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, so I've been Mikey.
I've been VJ.
I've been your boy Mill.
And this is the Flex Scran.
Your head's gone, man.
And this is the Flex Podcast, and we will all see you soon.
Peace out.
Love.
Yes, love. Bang. This is the Flexed Podcast with Mikey and VJ. Oh my God. No holding back ting.